What's going on, you guys? Paul here with Paul's Performance, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have kind of an exciting one for, well, maybe just for me, but I have purchased a yoke for the Tesla Model 3. Now, I know some of you guys are not interested in my Tesla, and that's fine. Like I said, but hopefully you guys will still enjoy this because, I just think the yoke is a pretty cool steering wheel. Makes it feel like, you're inside of an Indy car. I don't know. I've thought it was cool ever since the moment I seen it. So I'm finally getting one. And the special thing about this one is it was not very expensive. And see, that's another thing for me. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on getting one of these yokes. I've been looking at them online on Amazon and a couple aftermarket places, and they're like anywhere from $350 plus for any of the ones that I've been able to find. So I keep seeing this website pop up on Temu, or this app, or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, you know what? I'll download it. Just same as some of you probably have. I was like, I'll download it, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if they have the yoke. Search it, they have it, boom, there it is. Exact same pictures as the ones I've seen on Amazon as far as these aftermarket ones, except this one was $145. So I was like, heck yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I'd give it a shot. I ordered a couple other little things off of Temu just to see, kind of why not. This has been like a week and a half since I ordered this, so pretty impressive coming from China. It was packaged pretty nicely, and the steering wheel, this yoke actually looks really nice. It has a cover on it. That's what you keep hearing, but the leather feels identical to what the Tesla seats feel like. So I was pretty impressed with that. And then the other thing is the color is, like I said, it feels like the exact same material. So I'm pretty impressed so far. The stitching and everything looks fine, but like I said, now we just got to see if it actually fits on the car. So let's get outside and see. All right, guys, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and unhook the 12-volt battery. I've seen some people do it without doing this, and like I said, you can do it that way, but as a mechanic, I know how finicky an airbag can be, so I'm just going to play it safe and unhook the battery. So we're going to lift up your front here, and then we're going to come to this panel and pop it off. Like, it's super easy. And then, as you can see, there's your battery. Now, I think this pops off. Yeah, you can pop this off, and that'll give you access to your positive side. I'm just going to disconnect the negative side. There is a procedure on the Tesla website on how to change out that battery. As far as you'll take the rear seat out, disconnect the ground from that battery, power off everything. So please, I would show you guys how to do this, but please go follow the Tesla procedure on how to remove this battery. And instead of removing it, just have it unhooked. But please follow that step by step. That way you don't mess up anything on your car at all. So like I said, please just go follow that procedure. I'm about to do that now, and just disconnect this battery. Alrighty, guys, so we're inside the car. Car's powered off. We went through the procedure on how to disconnect the battery, just a 12-volt battery. As you can see, here is the existing steering wheel, the OEM, condition, stock, round, just like you see everywhere else. And here is our yoke. And as you can see, it matches very, very well with the white interior. I have white all the way around, so I figured the white steering wheel would be a good touch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this steering wheel off. If you come behind the steering wheel, there's a hole on each side, and what we're going to have to do is take a screwdriver or a little small pry tool of some sort and stick it in there, and that's going to pop it's going to pop out the airbag. So there's one on each side. There's one here,
and there's going to be another hole on this side. So once you find the clip and pop it, this will pop out, and then you'll go to the other side and pop it, and then this will come out. So I'm gonna attempt to find it right quick, and then I'll come back and kind of show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so we have our airbag loose, and just a quick note, when you're pressing in on each side, once you find it, you'll push that way, and you'll see that side of the airbag pop out. Then you go to the other side and push in until that pops out, and then it should come out like so. And then we're going to unplug that connector. Like I said, make sure your 12-volt battery is disconnected. And a quick note, your screwdriver, where it comes through, it's going to be pushing on this rod, which is going to release the locks. So just a quick note on what you're actually feeling for. Alrighty, so next we're going to have to get off this. This is a 10mm Allen. It's going to be very tight, so get you a long, get you an extension with the 10, a very long bar, or if you have an impact, that'll break it loose. But we're going to have to get this off and get the steering wheel off so that we can swap out all of this, because this new yoke does not come with controls, so we're going to have to transfer this over. So let's get that loose. Once you have that off, you'll want to take it and kind of, you can smack up on it with your hands or wiggle it back and forth until you get the steering wheel loose. And then, like I said, unplug this other connector. And once you wiggle it loose, it should come off. And now we're going to take this in there to the bench and get all this other stuff transferred over. Alrighty, so on the back side, we'll have these pops, these little plastic clips, and we'll have to get all those popped out. That way that bottom assembly will drop out. So you get these popped out, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty, guys, so you're going to have 4 screws to remove on the top side. Once you get these clips I was talking about off, you'll be able to see them. They'll be in the 4 corners. And then once you get those 4 screws out, you can pull this assembly up. Now, it's not going to fall out of here, because it has all these little plastic pieces that are forced down into this foam going around the steering wheel. So you're going to have to kind of put some force on it, but just be careful not to break this plastic. Kind of pull up on it evenly until you get it to come out fully. And then the only other thing we're going to have to do is get this clip and remove this clip that locks your airbag in and transfer that over. So we're going to transfer all this over to the yoke, and then we're going to go back to the car. Alrighty, guys, so we're back in the car, and we have the steering wheel just pushed on. I have to put my bolt on and get that tightened back. Everything so far has went super smoothly, everything lined up. The only thing I did notice is that these screws did not have threads, but these are kind of a self-tapper kind of screw. So I just had to put them on with my impact and kind of create threads. But other than that, everything else has lined up perfectly. So we're gonna get us this bolt back on. I'm gonna add some new Loctite just to make sure this doesn't come off. This spline only lets you put the steering wheel back on one way, so you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna get that plugged back in. We're gonna get our airbag plugged back in, and then it just pops right in, and then all we got to do is hook the 12-volt battery back up, and we should be done. Alrighty, so we have our bolt back, we have our airbag installed. This is the factory airbag and the factory controls, so these should have no effect. And I have to say, it went very smoothly. Everything fits, and it actually looks really good with the white interior. We're going to see how it drives. But other than that, like I said, everything's went perfect. The only thing I can say is the downside to this, which is the downside to having white interior, is I've already got it dirty. So we're going to have to wipe it down already. So, all right, guys. So, we have completely finished our yoke install, and as you can see, you have a lot better view of me because there's no more arch here. That's first thing obviously I noticed is I have a lot better view over the dash, which unfortunately for the Tesla, you don't really have anything to see because there's no cluster. I guess if I do end up adding one of the instrument cluster LCDs in front of me, I'll have a lot better view of it. But with the OEM setup, there's nothing really in front of me, but it does give me a better view of the road, I guess. Second thing, I will say I did have to readjust my steering wheel. This steering wheel kind of comes down a little lower, so I had to raise it up, you know, pretty much all the way up to the max because it does come a little lower. And me, you know, being a little bit bigger guy, 6'3", the steering wheel was already pretty close to me, so I just had to raise it up. But it feels comfortable. Everything works like it should. It looks like it belongs in the car. Like I'm very impressed. Like, not sure about everything on Temu. I'm still waiting on a couple things. I got some wheel covers coming. We're gonna see how those do. And I also have a tray that's supposed to go up underneath the screen here and give me some place to store, you know, like my phone and stuff, just like an extra storage space. It's like a clear tray. We'll see, but I will say so far, Temu, you're doing pretty good. Because 150 bucks, I mean, I'm ecstatic about this. I mean, unless it falls apart while I'm driving, I think this was the right way to go. Because like I said, Amazon, everywhere else I could find, the cheapest I think I could find was like $320 on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure it's the exact same steering wheel because I mean, it was just like an off-brand yoke. They all had good reviews, including this one that I got off Temu for 145. But like I said, installation was flawless. It seems to be of good quality. It matches the interior, so I'm happy with it. So yeah, like, I mean, so far, Temu, I mean, like I say, thumbs up. I've heard you're possibly getting sued, but at least you got my steering wheel first. So, so for those of you guys, like I say, install a yoke. I hope this helped you guys out. And like I said, for those of you guys who are, you know, testing out Temu like me, I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, you know, leave some comments down for any of you guys who bought anything off Temu. You know, leave comments down. I mean, I wouldn't buy anything crazy, but yeah. All right, guys. So anyways, it drives very good. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like an Indy car driver. So I like it. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's for everyone. I will say it's kind of sucks to have to do like really hard turns or like 3-point turns. I know, like I said, with the electric steering with yokes, you know, you don't have to turn but like this far to make a, you know, completely hard right turn. For this one, it's mechanical, so you know, you have to, you know, do all this, which is kind of odd, but it's really not that bad. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, it's not as easy as a round steering wheel. You give it the old shim, you know, this way, wax on, wax off. But I do like the feel of it. Otherwise, like I said, normal driving, I mean, I feel like a race car driver. I like the view. So I mean, like I said, it's not for everyone though, I will say that. But for me, I like it. My preference, I do like this. Pros and cons, but I like it better than the OEM round, which, like I said, I'm a different guy. I like doing things different, but I see why, you know, race cars and stuff, you know, will use this. So anyways, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching as always. Like I said, for those of you guys trying out Temu, leave comments down there. Let me know what you guys have tried, especially with automotive stuff. If you guys have tried out anything automotive on there and it works good, I'm not going to be buying a multimeter off of there or a torque wrench. But I mean, anything else, like I said, let me know, because I mean, this steering wheel, I mean, it's got me pretty shook here. I mean, it's pretty nice. So let me know what you guys have tried out. If you had any good luck, bad luck, like I said, leave me a comment below. If you have any questions about this, like I said, let me know. If you're doing this, let me know. Like I said, as always, please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.